Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls, Lizzie the Lightworker here. So if you're joining me for the first time, I would like to welcome you to my channel, Rainbow Moon Readings, where we keep everything positive and uplifting as much as possible. I like to deliver positive messages, directed towards healing, okay? If you're returning to me, welcome back. And if you have been following my life path videos, today we're going to be working on life path number 8. Okay, if you're not sure how to find your life path number, I will leave a comment in the description box how to do so. It's very simple. You basically add all the numbers of your birthday up and you come up with a number, and then you reduce the number down to a single digit. Okay, and when you do that, the number you get sort of corresponds with a tarot card. So that's what I've been saying all along. And I've been trying to sort of integrate my readings with tarot and life path. Okay, so we're going to get into this reading. What we're going to do is we're going to get out sort of soul's purpose, destiny, sort of what to work on or improve, sort of heart's desire, career advice, love advice, and then we're going to get into message from higher self or the universe. Okay, so now if you are an 8, your special tarot card is strength. And you know what? This happens to be mine too. So I was very fascinated to find that a lot of the traits of the life path number corresponded with the strength card. So I hope that this resonates for others as well. Please let me know what you think. Leave me some comments, okay? I love you guys' comments. All right, so if you're the strength card, strength has to do with sort of a person who's emotionally led, almost like an empath, okay? Someone who feels the feelings of others. They also are able to tame the wild sides of themselves and of others, okay? This is about taming the beast in life, sort of. And getting a handle on things, okay? Strength card has a good handle on things. They're strong, they're responsive to challenges. They work well with all types of people from all walks of life. They're very healing, very forgiving people, very reliable, non-judgmental. People are just drawn to them, okay? It's not uncommon for 8s and strength card people to have people just walk right up to them out of the blue, a stranger, and say their whole life story, because they give off that comforting sort of energy, okay? And that's going to be especially true with family members of an 8, okay? So let's get into this reading. We're going to start with soul's purpose, like your divine purpose. What is the true nature of your soul's purpose or your destiny? Okay, so I'm going to say handling things with compassion, love, giving good advice, okay, like the king. The king is in control of his own emotions. He's emotionally stable, okay, so that's a big deal. A lot of people will come to an 8 because they are missing or they need some emotional stability or advice with emotional stability, okay? You know, the king corresponds really good with this because this has to do with sort of, you know, dedicated to sort of give 100%. The King of Cups gives 100%, so that's an 8 too. They're great judges of character. They have a can-do attitude. They're not afraid to confront problems. Let's see. They're more success-oriented, but they do it when they're compassionate about what they're going after, if that makes any sense. If they're in a field that they're really passionate about, they're going to thrive. And that's sort of like the King of Cups, okay? They're very family oriented. They have a real sense of home, and they provide that with others. Others will feel like they're home with an 8, and they'll have sort of that family energy. 8s adopt a lot of people. They'll say, well, you know what, you're family now, you know, with friends and things like that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's part of this destiny here, okay? It's going to be, you know, dealing with things with compassion, dealing with things with empathy and love, and sort of being able to transform negative energy into positive thinking, okay? So what to work on? Okay, so what to work on, I'm going to say, is work on how you let things go. It's not uncommon for 8s to get overly involved with people or things and give their energy a bit too much, and you know, sort of get drained, if that makes any sense. You know, this is also like, don't be so critical, like, on yourself. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like with an eight sort of has a path to answer like a higher calling in life, to do things, like I said, with compassion and love, but they have a hard time like letting go of things. Okay, so that's sort of like a challenge. Challenges for an eight is like, I'm gonna say, they definitely don't like to be questioned, okay? And they definitely have a hard time taking advice. They can give out advice, but they have a hard time taking advice, especially their own advice. They'll know the right thing to do, but they often like question themselves, okay? And they overthink things, okay? So that's sort of a sign to, pay attention to things as they come. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to lessons that you need to learn so you don't repeat them, okay? Don't be too critical of yourself, because everything is a learning experience in life. So you have to remember that, okay? What else can we do here? Let's see. We're going to do, okay, so we've done what to work on and improve. Let's do heart's desire, okay? So heart's desire, I'm really feeling like this has to do with like wanting real, passionate, sort of like young love, like that puppy love, like those feelings of like, like new love. Like an eight, it wouldn't be uncommon for an eight to enjoy the falling in love part, and then they get a little too comfortable, so then they're kind of wondering about could that energy ever come back to that first kiss or that first touch. Sometimes they'll be missing that, if that makes any sense. So I'm thinking too that eights would be really great with children, okay? That is part of the career path too. They'd make excellent teachers, okay? And also they're able to help the youth sort of love and accept themselves. They'll spread that message and they'll preach that message out to the younger people in their life. If they're having issues with self-esteem, an eight will definitely try to turn that around for anyone that they care about, okay? But that's what I'm feeling with that. Okay, so next we're going to move on to sort of career, like career advice, like where, your best career might be. Okay, definitely doing something that makes you feel completely fulfilled, all right? They make excellent managers, eights. They're very good at like managing things and getting a hold on things and organizing things, and they sort of take control very easily when they need to. They have to be very careful not to bring their work home with them, okay? That's a big thing. Like they have to feel like once their day is done, they have to end the day right then and there. They can't be thinking about, oh, did I, shuffle around that paper and lose it, or I forgot to file this, or, I didn't return that phone call, or, oh, I wonder what my day's gonna be like tomorrow. They gotta try to like put that away. They'd be really good in healing type fields, counseling. Definitely, like I said, teaching. They'd be good at business, law, banking. They really are good with money, okay? They're really good with handling money and organizing money and planning with money. Like a financial planner would be a great job. They'd be great in medical. They'd be great in healing type fields like Reiki. Counseling, like I said, anything with a group type environment. With this card here, okay, sometimes when this card comes up, I see addictions, like alcoholism. They would make excellent addictions counselors, okay, because they're so non-judgmental and they have such a healing nature, and they really listen, and they sort of can put themselves in someone else's shoes, okay? So career, those would be some great options. Eights have the attitude like, when one door closes, another one opens. A lot of eights have difficulty finding the right fit in jobs. Sometimes they jump around. They'll stay 5 years this place. They'll go 3 years at this place. Sometimes they'll have downtime in between where they're not working. It could be up to a year sometimes. But yeah, they have that everything happens for a reason attitude, okay? So let's get into love advice, love compatibility, okay? All right, so now I'm feeling like with this card, this is to not be too giving of your love, too giving of your time, too giving of your energy. It's sort of about balance. So an 8 is gonna have to have a very balanced relationship, okay? Even if they want to be the one that's the martyr in the relationship, and they say they want to help, sometimes they can become resentful if they don't feel like they're getting it back, but they'll never admit it. So they're going to need someone that matches them as a parent. Okay, so like if they're a parent, they're going to need someone that's on the same page about raising the child. They're going to want to have balance with that. They're going to want somebody that's going to encourage and uplift them. And they're going to want to be able to do that for their partner. And their partner is going to have to be receptive of that, or else it will not work. They're going to want a partner they can work with. Like on issues in the relationship, they're going to want to work the issues out. They're going to want to talk things out. They're going to want to heal and solve things. They can be prone to wanting to fix people in a relationship. Like if they feel like the person is broken, they're going to dig and dig and dig until they get that answer that they know is really there under the surface. They're very seductive, okay? So they need passion. They have to feel that passion. Like I said, first kisses, the energy of first love, when you're kind of thinking about that person and waiting for them to call and text you, and you're listening to songs that remind you of them. They love that amping up energy. They're going to want somebody balanced financially. That's a big thing right here with this card, okay, with the money. Because they're going to want to work, and they're going to want to do things to explore career fields, and they're going to want to make their own money, okay? So they're going to want to feel equal with a partner, okay? They're going to be most compatible with 2s, 4s, or 8s. Other 8s will be very, very good for them. So that is pretty much what an 8 is like, guys, okay? Definitely somebody you want as a friend, as a partner, as a lover, as a coworker, as a confidant, somebody that you can like talk to easily, somebody that's never going to judge you. Nothing really shocks 8s. You can really say anything to them. They're not ever going to call you crazy or make you feel like shit. They're just going to listen and absorb it, and they're going to try to give you the best advice they possibly can. And if they can't help you, it's going to bother them. They want to help. Okay, so let's get a message from higher self for an 8, okay? Manifestation. So 8s are going to have to continue with that energy of helping, healing, doing for themselves, doing for others. The Magician has a wonderful will. They can will anything to happen. They can create anything they want. They can create the types of work environments that they want, relationships, friendships that they want to have, partnerships that they want to have, because they have a lot to offer. And they appear very confident. They appear like they've got it all together. And that's the Magician. They can literally, like I said, transform bad energy into positive energy, okay? They can help others unite and accept their differences, and they're very ambitious. That's the Magician, okay? So the message from your higher self and from the universe is be this. At all costs, be this. Be the Magician. Be the Magician for yourself, okay? When you don't like something, manifest a change. When you're not happy with something, manifest a change, manifest a new beginning. You have the power of your mind. This is telling you to use your mind, to use the wonderful creative energy that you have to come up with new ideas about things, or ways to do things, or ways to go, and just be that Magician. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think. And I'll be doing some more life path videos, and I'll also be working on compatibility life path number videos. So if you're interested in that, you can comment in your life path number and your partner's life path number, or your potential love interests number. Okay, guys, I will see you on the next reading. Love and light to you all. Follow that rainbow moon. Lizzie the Lightworker here.